3, it's Matt Haas alongside Carlin Grace. He'll start in 6th in car 27. Ryan Kilbashian starts off in 7th. Kevin Aguilar starts off in the 8th position. We're glad to have you with us here on McConey Entertainment. TKC goes the distance. We're underway for 600 miles. So just like that, some mistakes start to pop up a bit. Kilbashian trying to set up the diamond line as 7 Hawthorne now wraps the bottom. And there's that right front we just talked about. The 8 starting to drop, trying to get the run too tight to do it. Kilbashian skips him.
Kilbashian up 4 spots already, try and get up 5. Side by side with Haas, he's going to clear Haas. No, he's not. Off the corner. Matt Haas is outside for the momentum. Side by side, that 7 Hawthorne right in front of them. This is allowing Alex Anderson to pull away. 2.5 almost advantage through 1 and 2. Not the quickest car on the track by any means, but this traffic, this racing for second is definitely helping.
So just like that, Kilbashian having to recycle back there. We touched upon this a little bit, but Kilbashian's kind of made a name for himself on platforms like TikTok, right? As he tries to make his way to the inside of the 8 again. 14,000 followers on TikTok, which is actually very strong for the racing community. Also, is amongst those trying to prepare for the Northeast Karting Challenge this upcoming July.
Yeah, it's Matt Haas in the wall. He's going to fall back a little bit. Kilbashian on the bottom. It's funny you bring up his TikTok. He's got on his back bumper, follow Kilbo Racing, K-I-L-B-O Racing. And he posted a lot of like NASCAR montages and a little bit of iRacing clips here and there, but grew very big through the NASCAR montage community. I actually followed him a little bit a couple of years ago, ironically. We chatted here and there, and then we got talking and I realized, hey, this is the same Kilbashian that runs in TKC last season. So now right now on board with the 8% of Matt Haas. That's he's got nothing to do except follow Kilbashian's tire tracks. I don't know why they're trying to argue the penalty. They're going to get their laps back to get a caution.
Again, to be quite simple, an unsafe pit exit is you cross the blue line. A crash coming out of pit road across the blue line and into the racing groove is officially an unsafe pit exit to the definition. Your race leader, by the way, is Anderson. He recycled already to the front by 5 seconds with Matt Haas already half a tire cycle through his run. Kilbashian is trying to race for his lap back. He's already indicated that on the radio.
Yeah, I mean, no harm, no foul. There's only 1 lap down. You definitely want to get back on a lead lap, especially considering you got Matt Haas and Alex Wiggins. These two are severely slow compared to Alex Anderson and Ryan Kilbashian. So they're going to go a lap down here in the foreseeable future. Kilbashian on the outside trying to make it stick. Contact almost. Side by side to get the lead lap back. He's going to have the advantage up there, get the momentum down, and get the run off the back straightaway.
At that point, just let him have it if you're the leader. It seems like that's what Anderson's saying here with the body language.
So we're going to have to see him kind of move his way up through this field as Leonard, pretty quick, but Colin Grace at 27, definitely the quickest car, going to be one to watch.
Here's Kilbashian. We talked about him battling for the lucky dog position before. He's now instead having a battle with the 11 machine for position after the wave around cycling. He's still on one of the newer tire sets in the field with him being able to pit here. Grace now making mistakes has opened up the battle for them in the 11.
Yeah, these guys going at it, definitely not doing anyone any favors at all. They're burning up their tires left and right and allowing Anderson and Mark Prince to pull away. Although Anderson's now pulled away over half a second to Mark Prince.
Lights still not on over the racetrack quite yet, but the track temperature has now gone -5 since the drop of the green flag today. One's currently gusting towards the south for the time being around the racetrack. Not expecting wind to be the factor, more so how much grip with the rubber buildup, and better yet, how much track temp is sustained from all these laps, from all these cars on the racetrack.
15 laps down, but Gets lucky. Oh my gosh, Ryan Sebastian about got his doors taken off there by Seven Hawthorne and Kevin Aguilar. Oh my Lord.
Caution.
Flag is out.
Caution flag is out. It's because Christian Leonard has had an issue on the pit exit. He looped it trying to go to the gears and blew the motor. Sebastian had just pit at the time of caution. Green, green, green. Great run for 7. He lines it up with the whole inside line moving.
That is going to line everyone back up on the exact same strategy. Leonard 2 laps down and saw him reaching for the caution. Blew his motor coming out pit road. Had a fast pair, able to get back on track 2 laps down.
Now we'll see how the short run battles play out. Remember, Prince pushed Anderson to near the limit. He's going straight to the inside, and now he wants the lead. Anderson pushed up out of the groove. Here comes Mark Prince. Anderson hits the wall. Anderson hits him in response. Caution flag is out. At least 5 cars stack up into it. I don't know what else to say.
I am speechless. I mean, that took out a lot of really, really fast cars. Sebastian got air, then reduced his fast, but he's able to make it through barely.
Let's take a look from Sebastian. This fell into his lap. He has picked up the faster pair. Let's see.
He got a great run down the back straightaway, closed up big time, and that's Alex Wiggins. Who's going to cycle through the lead right there in front of him, but coming on board to see Alex Anderson, the green cars comes down, right hooks 36 and just nowhere to go. Gets hit from behind from Matt Haas and we're able to keep it going, but lost the front bumper and definitely some right front damage. Had to take that fast pair. Speaking of everything, the battle for everything's going on back here. Wiggins, Leonard, De Silva, Sebastian, a couple others all going at it. 5 guys get Kevin Aguilar lapped down in this pack, but this is a battle for third. But to go back to your question there, I think just Hawthorne being a little bit of a better driver, able to maintain his tires a little bit now, and pulling away from Colin Grace now with the ease.
Take a look from Sebastian. He's in the wall. Try to make it stick from the high side. De Silva and Aguilar zip on by as a result. And now Leonard try to ride behind the 11.
Riding on board, though, this is a 27, Colin Grace. He's falling back to Alex Wiggins. Wiggins, though, going to go around him for second. And De Silva now side by side coming off the 4.
Tires have burned off the 27 as everybody drives by like he's standing still. He's confirmed, I've burned my tires up. Everyone can go. Oh, and a slide up. Grace pinball to the wall. Near 3 wide, Sebastian scatters. And Grace having to deal with damage.
That's going to hurt him big time. De Silva apologizing. De Silva really didn't have any fault there, but David De Silva, pretty nice guy.
Colin Grace also obviously knows physics. But Sebastian looking to see if he can find the right line. And Grace says, you know what? I'm still going to pass you. Doesn't matter. I passed you.
You made it look easy.
Yeah, nicely done.
Very nicely done by Colin Grace there. So we talk about Grace. Only 1 podium in the past 24 something races. He's only missed 1 race between season 1 and season 2. Only 1 podium. That was at Coca, I believe, last season. And he had some great speed earlier. Was one of the few guys able to take it to the house. Not to the house, but trying to match him card for card with 7 Hawthorne. Wasn't quite able to seal the deal, but now kind of towards the end of the race, at that second half, when you need to be fast, you start to be great consistency.
Wiggins now driving on by the 10. And Wiggins gonna need another caution to get back into the conversation for the race, to say the least. Right now, just try to see where the car lies, test the speed, if you will. He's out of the car. It looks like he's jumped out of the car. As now De Silva, he's more focused on what's in front of the windshield. He's gonna have to focus on with what's in the back pretty soon. Sebastian is looking for a poke.
Nice hand with Colin Grace. Colin Grace closed up big time to Christian there in 7 Hawthorne last time by to David De Silva.
Oh, the touch.
Side by side contact. De Silva up the track. Sebastian in the 4.
Yeah, a little bit of air between the two of them. Remember, Kilbashian tech issues going to factor into that one.
They're coming up. Sebastian bumper love. That's Alex Wiggins. He's 2 laps down. No need to move him out of the way. He might turn him into the left rear almost. I'm not sure what Alex Wiggins is doing in that 11 outline machine, but he's not making any outlines at all.
Yeah, it doesn't need a race like this with 2 laps down in theory, Braden. It's common race logic. It's common race strategy. It's common race knowledge and driver knowledge. You do not race like this 2 laps down.
No, not at all. So, not really making the most of Frenton's debut. Alex Wiggins, he still needs a caution to get back on the lead lap. He might have just, thought, hey, if I turn Sebastian, I'm gonna get that caution. But that's definitely not the right way to do it.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Kilbashian getting crossed over. An interesting play by Wiggins. That's a dangerous game to play.
Yeah, these two are not playing nice at all.
And here's the send. Does Kilbashian just say, you know what, fine? Yes, he does.
Smart move. That was a great move by Sebastian.
Yeah, right now just trying to get us some clean air to parts of the nose almost. Kilbashian, he's taking a little poke to the outside. Trying to hesitate a bit, but now the Hezzies nearly see him push up the track.
That Christian Leonard there in second, kind of starting to struggle a bit with front grip. Same with Colin Grace. And then you got this battle in the back. Wiggins, Sebastian, and De Silva all starting to struggle with front grip. So, I mean, everyone's starting to really burn that right front off all over the track. Sebastian, the outside De Silva, almost contact between the two. I'm surprised they didn't touch there, but they're definitely pretty close to it.
GoPro Racing, yet again, outside, inside De Silva in the USS George H.W. Bush Navy machine. Side draft attempt. Not going to pay off fully. Kilbashian able to bash his way up to 4th.
That was good. That was really good. I like that one.
Oh, and now they're starting to get a little bit impatient with lap traffic. Remember the push from Wiggins before in this group. Now Kilbashian wants to use him as a pick.
I mean, Wiggins had a lot of speed early on in this run, 2 laps down still, so no need to really, push it for the battle between Sebastian and De Silva.
I mean, they have a 3-second cushion. Why not? These two are holding each other back. Now Kilbashian sending it.
Sebastian trying to make up some time. Side by side with De Silva. I mean, they're doing each other. They're straight with De Silva almost into the left rear of Sebastian. About turns him. These two are losing a ton of time being side by side. Alex Wiggins was taking hardware issues. He was just watching though, so not on track. No one losing or gaining any spots yet. Christian Leonard trying to set up though for another pass on 7 Hawthorne. As Sebastian is going to seal the deal on De Silva for 3rd.
2 laps to go from Charlotte.
Still anyone's game for the first time in a couple laps. Leonard's going to lead the line 1/100th of a second. Less than 2.5 miles to go, though still side by side. That advantage is going to go to Leonard coming down the backstretch. Hawthorne trying to get some side draft. He knows they're coming to the white flag. It's all on the line right here, right now.
If they take the white flag, race simply is to the checkered. World Center of Racing has had 500 plus miles. Final couple miles come down to this. White flag is out. Final lap for TKC here at Charlotte. Outside for Leonard, inside for Hawthorne through 1 and 2.
Leonard going to get that advantage, get the run off the corner. Hawthorne going to wash up. Leonard washes up more, almost contact. Advantage goes to Leonard, half a car length, going down the back straightaway for the final time.
Hawthorne tries to make it stick. Leonard squishes. Hawthorne trips. They bounce off. Leonard slides up. He avoids the wall. Hawthorne nearly hits the fender. It's Christian Leonard who gets his first win of the season. He holds off his teammate after 26 laps of side-by-side.
It's almost a photo finish, 300ths of a second. Hawthorne thought about doing him. He did that as clean as he could have done, though.
How about that race? 0.032 seconds.
That's going to go down in the history books for sure. And then Ryan Sebastian getting third there.
A great race, single-digit cautions. Sebastian getting a podium. And these two get to burn it down, or at least Christian Leonard does as the winner. Seven Hawthorne finishes second in a drag race by 0.033 seconds per the timing scores to the nearest 4,000 decimal point. Then Ryan Sebastian in third. Silva finishes in fourth race, 7 laps down after tech issues.